everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Miscellaneous Monday. We are starting to wrap up, for the most part, everything we did on our wonderful vacation we had in April. I know that seems like a long time ago, but there was so much to share with you. So today I want to talk about the must-see, must-do things when it comes to Disneyland. Now, specifically Disneyland, California. So exciting. So let's start. Before you even get to Disneyland, okay? Before you do, especially if you have children, you're going to want to pick up an autograph book, okay? Trust me on this one. We picked this one up from our hotel gift shop. Obviously, they do sell them at Disneyland as well. But the reason I say have one before you go is you never know when you're going to see a Disneyland character. And you don't always see them. So you're going to want to be ready. If for whatever reason you don't have an autograph book and you see a character, at least have pen and paper with you so they can write it on pen and paper, and then you can at least take their signature and glue it into an autograph book later if you want to buy one at the Disneyland park. Another reason I say to buy this before you get to Disneyland is obviously it will be cheaper if you don't buy it at Disneyland, but that's completely up to you. The autograph book itself, I'm not happy with. Now, I would say 90% of autograph books are not coil bound. Now, I prefer coil bound because I think they last longer. Now, we bought this one, okay, in April before we went. As you can see, it's already damaged here, and the papers started falling out. I actually went and got glue and glued them in so we wouldn't lose any pages. But you can see, like, look, you guys, look, it's falling out. Like, it's almost out. It's almost out. We don't want to lose, see, it's out now. It's out now. We don't want to lose anything. So I have been scouring Etsy, Amazon, every place I can think of to find an autograph book that, a couple things. Number one, isn't too big. This one's actually almost too big. If I could get one even like smaller to fit in like a small bag, it'd be much better. Number two is coil bound. So pages aren't going to rip out like they do in these ones. I'm looking. I haven't found one yet. So I'm hoping to find one at some point, and then I'm going to have to take these pages out and glue them into a different autograph book because we don't want to lose these signatures. These are huge memories for my daughter. She loves these. But that would be number one. Get an autograph book, okay, before you go to the park. Get it, have it. I would almost even suggest having two pens just in case one decides to die on you. Have a backup. It's important. The characters, they come and go. They're not there for very long. If you get an autograph, consider yourself lucky because people line up and they cut the lines off at a certain amount of people because obviously being a character is a really hard work. It's hot. You know, everyone wants a picture. Everyone wants an autograph. You would be there 24/7 if, you know, they didn't have rules of giving characters time to rest. So that's number one. First thing you need, okay? Next thing is a must-see do. First visit button. Get it. Get it. When it's your first visit, go to any gift shop and say, it's my first visit. They call these badges. Can I get a first visit badge? And they will give you this. Again, it's just a memory, right? I'm going to write on it the year, the date and the year. But it's just a memory, something to keep, right? They also have these for other things. I don't know what they have them all for, but I have seen people there with ones who are celebrating their birthday, anniversary, any kind of celebration, they have specific badges, and you just go to a gift shop and ask, and they'll give it to you. So that's something else to keep in mind. We would not have known about this if someone didn't tell us, and I can't remember who it was, but and again, it's all because of our 7-year-old. You know, she talks to everybody, and she says, "It's my first time here." And they said, "Oh, well, make sure you go get your first visit badge. Go to any," and then we were like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Oh, just go to any gift shop and ask for one, and they'll give it to you." So that's another thing, must see and do. Okay. There's a whole lot, you guys. There's a whole lot. Like, the park is big, and there's so many things. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of tell you what we did and the things that I would highly recommend. Number one, you're going to want to download the Disneyland app to your phone, and make sure that your phone is fully charged, and if possible, have an external charger with you, like a charging bank with you, in case you need more juice as the day goes on, because you will use your phone for everything. Okay, you're going to use it to order food, you're going to use it to see how long the lineups are for different rides, you're going to use it for all that kind of stuff. So that's important. Now, there is another, I want to get this right. I want to use the right term, and I probably should have looked this up ahead of time, but I believe it's called, I don't know, you guys. I'm going to look it up because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Let's see. Here we go. Disney Genie Plus. Okay? This is an important thing to have. What this does is you have to pay to get into the park, okay? And then you want to do rides. If you get the Disney Genie Plus, it's basically a lightning lane, okay? It cost us about an additional $25 a person, okay? So an extra 75 bucks on top of the entrance fee. It sounds like a lot, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it, okay? It is going to let you go through the lightning line. So if the wait for a ride is 50 minutes, which a lot of them are, the lightning lane allows you to jump that normal lane and go into the lightning lane. It literally puts you at the front of the line. It's important. Now, not every ride has a lightning lane. Okay, that's another thing to remember. Not every single ride. Most of them, but not all of them. Okay, with the lightning lane, you do have to use the app on your phone, and you actually have to kind of schedule when you want to do the ride. Now, it's not really specific, so it gives you, I think, like a 2-hour window when you can go and do this ride and use your lightning lane pass. So you just do it all on your phone. It's really easy, okay? So that's another must have when you go to Disneyland, is the lightning lane. Well worth it, okay? Now again, this is all my and my family's opinions. Everyone who goes to Disneyland is looking for something different, so what I suggest may not be right for you, but this is what I would say. You basically enter Disneyland on Main Street, USA. Okay, well, first of all, let's go through this. There's Disneyland, and then there is is this the right one? Then there's Disney California Adventure, okay? So Disneyland over here, California Adventure over here. Let's talk about California real quick. Something's dying, what is it? Don't worry about it. Let's talk about California real quick. It's nice to see it, right? To say you've been. I personally did not find anything great at the California Adventure Park. I would much prefer to spend all my time at Disneyland. We literally were at California Adventure Park for maybe half a day, maybe. And we had done everything that we were really interested in. Things, okay, is there anything I would say is a must-see do? I would say a few rides. They do have the Monsters Incorporated ride. That was kind of fun. I would do that one again. Now, when I say I didn't enjoy California Land, my husband did, okay? Because in California Land, they have, of course, the Avengers Campus. So my husband loved it. He highly recommends the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride. He said it was great. They also had a Spider-Man Web Slinger ride. Other things in California Land, Cars Land, the Mater's Junkyard Jamboree was a lot of fun. We did that. My daughter and I did it, I think, 3 times. It's basically like, if you're familiar with Carnival Rides Tilt-A-Whirl, that's basically what it is. So we did that one 3 times. I would do that one again. They did have on Pixar Pier a few things. Jesse's Critter Carousel, which is a merry-go-round. We did that a couple times. That was good. They also had Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind. That was okay. They had the Incredicoaster, which is a huge roller coaster. I don't believe they did that one. They were going to, but my daughter wasn't quite sure because it's a big roller coaster, you guys, like huge. But she did say next time we go back, she's going to do it. So they do have that big roller coaster there on California Land side. Other than that, there was Goofy Sky School, Golden Zephyr, The Little Mermaid Under the Sea was kind of fun. That was another ride I would do again. And that was about it. I don't believe we ate. Did we eat anywhere over there? I don't think we ate anywhere over there, to be honest with you. Oh, no, I lied. We did. We ate at Flo's V8 Cafe in Carsland. It was okay. Nothing to write home about. Nothing I would be like, ooh, you got to go and eat this because it was amazing. That was it. So California Adventureland, there are some things worth seeing. I didn't feel I really wanted to spend my time there. I had way more fun at Disneyland. So let's jump into Disneyland. Once you enter, you are immediately on Main Street. Now, Main Street, there wasn't much for us on Main Street. It's mostly gift shops and food. That's pretty much all Main Street is. We did see a lot of characters on Main Street, though, however. So a lot of autographs. But yeah, there was a few gift shops we went to on Main Street, like as we were leaving. We also got cotton candy on Main Street, which again, there wasn't a whole lot of cotton candy carts that we could find. They basically have little carts set up, and we found one on the way out. So I did get cotton candy there. But other than that, there was not a ton of stuff on Main Street for us. Okay, a lot of photo ops. They have some statues of Walt Disney and Mickey, some really pretty gardens, that kind of thing. But that was about it for Main Street. Moving on to, well, we started in Fantasyland, and that's where we spent most of our time, I think, was Fantasyland. Fantasyland and New Orleans Square is where we spent most of our time. Fantasyland had some of the awesome rides. Like, you guys, all the rides were awesome. They're all good. They're all good. Like, we went on Pinocchio's Daring Journey, great. Snow White's Enchanted Wish, great. The Sleeping Beauty Castle Walkthrough, great. King Arthur Carousel, great. Casey Jr. Circus Train, great. Dumbo the Flying Elephant Ride, great. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, that one was really, really good. Highly recommend. The Mad Tea Party, great. Alice in Wonderland, great. Storybook Land, Canal Boats, great. Matterhorn Bobsled, great. It's a Small World, you know what? It's vintage and it's good. I liked it. It was a really nice little boat ride. It was good too. The only thing in Fantasyland we didn't get to do was Peter Pan's flight. I really wanted to do it. We tried 3 times, but the ride was not operational, so we did not get to do that one. But it was all so good. Um, Another must buy food item in Disneyland, churros. We ate so many churros. They were so good and they were like this long. They were huge and they were good. They were $5 each, a little pricey, but you guys, we ate so many. Also, the Dole Whip. There's only a few places you can get it. So good. Now, you can get Dole Whip or you can get a Dole Whip float. It's basically Dole Whip with pineapple juice. Don't recommend that one. Not that it's bad. It's just the Dole Whip on its own. So much better. Also easier to carry it because my husband went to get the Dole Whip and he was carrying 2 of them and the juice sloshed all over and he made a mess and it was a whole thing. So just go with the Dole Whip. You don't need the float. Trust me. So good. So Fantasyland was awesome. Okay. They have Mickey's Toontown. We went through it. There wasn't a ton of stuff there. There was Chippendale's Gadget Coaster. That was pretty much it for the Toontown area. Oh, I lied. There was also Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. We wanted to do that one, but I think it was down, so we couldn't do it. Tomorrowland had a few fun things. The Finding Nemo submarine voyage, it was okay. I'd be happy if I never did it again. I'd be okay with it. We also did the Star Tours. The Adventure Continues. That one I would do again. Highly recommend that one. And then that was pretty much it for Tomorrowland. There wasn't a whole ton in there either. Frontierland, there's not a lot. Where was it? I can't remember where it was. I'm sure we'll get to it. Frontierland, it did have Mark Twain or a sailing ship Columbia, which was like a pirate ship, 2 big ships that just go around. Again, not necessarily like thrill seeking, but it was kind of nice. If you want something a little bit more relaxing, that was a nice little change of pace. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, my daughter loved it. So that's a good one to go to if you like roller coasters, which she does. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, my husband loved everything about it. The Rise of the Resistance ride, as well as the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, really good. Would do those again, absolutely. Another must do if you're a Star Wars fan is build your own custom lightsaber. My husband did that. Thrilled with it, loves it. It's very pricey, but honestly, it's well worth it. So if you're into Star Wars, definitely build your own lightsaber. Trust me. Highly recommend that. Critter Country, there were a few rides. The best ride by far, Splash Mountain. My daughter absolutely loved Splash Mountain, loves it. She loves roller coasters. She loves getting wet. Great. So Splash Mountain, absolutely must do. New Orleans. Okay. New Orleans was the one I really enjoyed. They had 2 rides in New Orleans, Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. Both exceptional rides. I and my daughter, well, everyone, we must have done the pirate ride at least 6 or 7 times, the Haunted Mansion ride at least 3 times. by far my favorites. Love them. They were so good. So, so good. So that was definitely great for New Orleans Square. New Orleans Square is also where we got the Dole Whip. Moving back to Frontierland, they also had, going back to food, corn on the cob. Okay? So good. I know it sounds weird. It's just corn on the cob. But you guys, I don't know what they do to this corn. It is so good. And sometimes it's hard for my daughter and I to find food because we're vegetarian. So finding the corn on the cob was great because my daughter actually loves corn on the cob. We honestly didn't eat like a whole ton in the park. Um, I wasn't really that hungry. My husband was always hungry. My daughter wasn't really that hungry either. But we lived off of churros, corn on the cob, the Dole Whip, and French fries. My daughter grilled cheese. That's basically what we lived on. We did get some other treats like ice cream and that kind of thing, and cotton candy, that kind of thing. But honestly, we didn't really sit down and have like really big full meals. I think too because we were outside and it was kind of warm. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really have an appetite when it's like warm and I'm doing lots of walking and stuff. It's kind of like, no, I'm okay. I'll just snack, but not necessarily have like a big meal. But yeah, the corn was super good, you guys. Super, super good. Adventureland, the Jungle Cruise was amazing. Definitely gonna do that again. Again, it's a boat ride. Really liked it. And then that was it. They did have an Indiana Jones ride in Adventureland. We didn't do it, but I've heard it's really good. Again, I think it was not working, or I can't remember if it wasn't working, or I can't do a lot of roller coasters, and I think it was a roller coaster. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, if I had to say must see and do stuff, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, of course, all the Star Wars stuff, the It's a Small World, just because you have to, right? Like, you got to do it, you guys. Pinocchio's Daring Journey was really, everything in Fantasyland was great. Everything in Fantasyland was great. And then the Space Mountain, also, and like I said, churros, yes. It was all good, you guys. All of it. Like, there were a few rides and stuff that we did. We're like, oh, that wasn't great. But again, it's not that they were bad. I don't think we went on any ride that was bad. Like, I don't think there was any ride we got off of and was like, oh, why did we waste our time going on that? They were all good. But some of them, there was just something about it. Like, by far, my favorite, Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. My daughter's favorite, Pirates of the Caribbean and Splash Mountain. My husband's favorite, anything Star Wars. That's pretty much it. My husband built his own custom lightsaber, highly recommends. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we were like, ooh, you have to do this. I mean, they have lots of, I mean, I feel you should also get Mickey ears, right? I think that's just a must do. Again, do you necessarily need to buy them at the park? Not necessarily, but I will say they had so many different types of Mickey ears at the park, like all different kinds. Like you could get like Moana ones, like all different kinds of, Disney character ones. So the Mickey ears were different. I ended up getting the 100-year Mickey ears because we were there when they were celebrating their 100th year, which was special and really liked it. So I think the Mickey ears are important. As far as other gift shop stuff, honestly, and this is coming from a shopaholic, uh, we didn't buy a ton of stuff. There wasn't a ton of souvenirs we got. Not really. Like we got some plushies, like these guys, which I think are a must because they're adorable. They're little babies. So this is like a little baby Stitch, and he comes in this little kind of swaddle sack. He's so cute. I showed you guys a video of the souvenirs we bought. I mean, we bought these guys. You know, there was like 7 different characters we bought. That was kind of the main gift shop purchase. Got myself Mickey ears. I got myself a long sleeve kind of sweatshirt because it was chilly there in the mornings. Got my daughter a Minnie Mouse hoodie. Um, but she didn't want Mickey ears. I asked her and she was like, no. And I'm like, okay. So we didn't go crazy with the souvenirs. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anything you could want with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, like all they had everything. They had everything. You could go crazy. We didn't really, which is surprising considering I am a shopaholic. But I just had so much fun doing the rides. So much fun. Like I have not stopped talking about this trip. And it's like I want to go back. Like I want to go back. Like it was so much fun. We are planning on going back to Disneyland. Probably not until probably 2024. We're gonna head back to Disneyland. I think we're gonna go around my daughter's birthday, which is actually also our anniversary. So I think that'd be pretty cool if we went. Our anniversary is October 15th. Her birthday is the 16th. So if we went and Disneyland those 2 days, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And we'd probably also get some more of our little badges, which would be kind of neat. So I think that's what we're going to do for 2024. So that'll be exciting. So those are our must see, must do things for Disneyland, California. Let me know, have you guys been before? Do you agree with me? Did I miss anything? What do you guys think are must see and do things for Disneyland, California? Because we are headed back and I don't want to miss out on anything. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.